Hello everyone, welcome back to the Overseer PC. I hope you enjoyed our GTX 1650 Fortnite content. In that video, there was a suggestion to test out Fortnite using capped FPS. And I decided to try this out with multiple settings from 144, 165, and finally 240 FPS cap. And the results were really interesting. But before that, a quick word from our sponsor. Sick and tired of that activate Windows watermark? Head down to u2key.com. u2key.com sells legit Windows 10 keys. Enter my promo code OPC24 and this will give you an additional 24% discount, bringing it down to a low price at $12. They also have Microsoft Office 2019, and using the same promo code, you'll get it for only $41. Now that's an amazing deal. They also have other software. Enter the code in the screen to get these discounts. They accept all major credit cards and other payment options including Bitcoin. Once again, that's u2key.com, a proud sponsor of Overseer PC. Links are in the description below. Now back to the video. Now previously, a lot of people have been asking me why do I use DX12 on my Fortnite gameplay videos, and from the comments I have been telling them that I like higher FPS, but most especially I like having lesser input latency, or what you call input lag. Now I know there are a lot of people, including top Fortnite players, saying that DX11 is the way to go, but they don't have any objective data to back this up. Now I've looked up Brian's video from Tech City, wherein he conducted several tests, and his conclusion was that DX12 with cap FPS actually makes the most sense in terms of lesser input latency. And here we are, we're going to do this cap FPS test on our GTX 1650. The specs for this setup will still be the same. This will be our Ryzen 3300X test rig, and yeah, let's go. Okay, here we go. So for our testing, we'll start off with 144 FPS cap. Yep, so for anyone that isn't familiar with our gameplay run, we usually start off from the Weeping Woods and we're going down to the desert. We do indoors, outdoors, heavy areas, and combat. And of course, as you see here, we also take a recording of our drop. So in here, you can see that actually the textures, this is a known problem. The textures are not loading, but it will load. It's pretty stable in terms of our frame times here. So 144 is actually pretty good. Yeah, you do have some spike there, but nah, it's negligible. Pretty good so far. Indoors, as you can see, it's pretty smooth indoors. One thing that you could note as well is that the GPU utilization is actually hovering around 60%, 80% in this light area outside. Yeah, so yep, around 80% outside. We're going to run through the heavy part now where there's a lot of trees in this slide here. A little bit, yeah. Okay, so we're going to do some skirmish with the guards here, see how it performs. So as you can see, it's still pretty stable. The frame times are pretty stable there. Come on, load up, man, load up. Ooh. Alright, one more to go. Yeah. Yep. All down. So it's pretty stable at 144. Now here's the heavy part when there's like a lot of leaves and trees. So pretty much unaffected. Still at around 70%, 80%, mostly 70%. And as we go through the desert with a high landscape, you can see the views pretty much smooth. So with 144 and a GTX 1650 and you got it capped at 144 FPS, it's pretty good. And especially if you pair this one with your 144 Hz monitor as well, and you've got it capped and set at competitive settings, it's pretty good. We're just going to finish the whole run here now. This is a section here where I tried to assault someone, And like I said, I'm not very good with building. I just, oh, Iron Man trying to kill Iron Man. Come on, Iron Man. Wait, where did that guy go? Oh, flip. I'm going to be dead soon. Oh, where? Okay, no, that wasn't a fun ending. Now we're going to do like set it up to 165 FPS cap this time and see how we go. Alright, so starting off from the bus, we got like 165. It's pretty stable on the bus. We've just got some spikes there, but it's fine. So 165 is pretty good. Our textures have loaded here, which is good. And we see our GPU utilization, it goes all the way up to 97. This is because of all the trees in the area. This is why I tried to just pan the shot here so that you guys will see as well how we how it stretches out. Indoors, not so bad as well. Look, pretty smooth. You see the frame time line, the graph is pretty smooth there. A little bit of outdoors and it starts pushing at around 89%, sometimes 90%. As always, we get to do that skirmish with the guards here. One down. Two enough. I hate these guards. Yeah. Come on, load. Ooh, missed. Ooh. Yep. Got all three of them. Now here's the heavy part of the map. Heavy part with the Weeping Woods. When we just look at trees and leaves and stuff. Pretty stable as well. Now it does reach up now to 80 plus for the GPU utilization. Our landscape shot here, same thing, 80 plus, but not really like reaching about 90, so that's fine. We'll just reach 90 at that stage, but the frame times is still pretty stable there. Jump through the building here, do some action. This is a random dude here. I don't know why he was just standing there. Probably like me, new to the, well, not so good with the game. I tried to assault this guy here, but yeah, dang. I probably need one more shot to do that. Oh, I should have built more buildings here, cause dang, I was just sitting in the, yeah, come on man. Random building strategy. Sheesh. Now finally we're going to set it up to 240 FPS cap. And we'll see how this one turns out. You could probably see that this will be more or less the same as our previous competitive setting run, but we'll just see. Here we go. Starting to drop. You still feel those spikes. Now you can see that our GPU utilization here is now actually reaching 96%, 95%. This is actually just all pushing it all the way out there. We have our textures loading very late again, and that's fine. Frame times are pretty stable. So yeah, with the GTX 1650, if you don't just, because if we all play at competitive settings in Fortnite, it's pretty good. Look at it here. Indoors, pretty good. If we just have to do it like 230, 39, basically 240. Light outdoors, it's okay, but you see that GPU utilization reaches up to 97%. Overall, if you look at all three of them, this is the heavy part of the Weeping Woods. Same thing, it pushes the GPU utilization to 97%. I'm just going around a different route here because I want to grab that drop. But If you look at all three, the 144, 165, and the 240, they're pretty stable in all three of them. I do find the 165 okay, better than the two. This is of course subjective for myself. But so anyway, well, the desert here is pretty stable. Like I said, that's 90%. I got a random dude here that was trying to kill me, and it's probably like me, a noob at the game. Yeah, so you can never go wrong with any three ceilings, although I would prefer probably capping it to 165 if I had a choice, as I run using the truck. I'm going to get into some combat here. Oh, got shot. Oh. Get out. Oh. Dang, I missed all those shots. Oh, dang, come on. Random. Oh. Yeah. Anyway, so that's our run. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.